And
I didn't see this.
I just thought this was very funny. I'm standing right in front of this engine that something's wrong with it. I don't understand. Max is placating this angry Montana tow truck driver, and there's this medicine man.
We did learn a lot from reading the manual. As was hinted at.
We did learn a lot.
Okay, so Medicine Man took off. Took me a little while to finish up. And then we see Medicine Man drive by on the other side of the road.
He honks.
He honks.
He waves.
We're like, yeah, okay, we're coming, we're coming. Get in the car. Start driving. Trying to get to the first exit to turn around. By this time, our engine's cooled down.
Yeah, it's not overheating at
all. No, it immediately starts overheating, even in that like half mile. But we gain some speed, whatever. We get on the off ramp. We start turning. We get off on the off ramp. We go into the.
And at this point, it starts raining.
And it's then immediately it starts to cool down. The engine cools down. The meter goes down. The meter goes down. We don't know. All we know is we see the meter going up and down.
Anyway, we make it to Miles City, 17 miles.
But I wanted to mention, like, the rain came, and I wanted to attribute that to Medicine Man.
Go ahead.
I think Medicine Man did a little rain dance.
Called down the rain, cooled down our engine, we make it to Miles City.
Yeah,
but then we get there,
17 miles
we
back.
lose him.
We never found Medicine Man.
We never found him.
And as soon, I turned on the heater so that there would to help with the engine.
Apparently, that's the heat from the engine.
I'd heard this was good wisdom.
Be heat on my body.
Street wisdom. But we got to Miles City, and once we got off the freeway, interstate, it started heating up again.
It's up again.
You know, because part of the cooling system is the wind, and and the rain had stopped. The rain was only for like 2-3 miles.
We park at a gas station, and we're gonna go get some coolant.
Can't find Medicine Man.
I go in. Oh, go ahead. What did you do during this time? I forget.
I needed to provide some coolant to my own system.
Okay, you got some water. Is that when you bought the Aquafina bottle?
No, I bought that somewhere else.
Oh. Anyway, so I go into the bathroom, and there's a casino attached to this gas station called Lucky Lil's. And as I'm walking into the bathroom, I see walking out of the casino the Medicine Man, the Native American, largely Native American man.
Yep.
And he's got this. He's got his wall in his hand. And I make this stupid grin when I see him. Like, I go like that. I go, hey!
I believe it.
And he just kind of goes, hey, what's up? We made it.
Man, a few words.
I said, yeah, we made it. He says, get some oil too. You're probably burning up your oil. That's the last I saw him.
Yeah. Bought oil, bought coolant. Put the oil in because we were low.
Then we're talking to Uncle Ted on the phone about how to put coolant in our car.
Okay, now for some of you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen coolant antifreeze.
When we saw it,
man. So we're only going to put in a small amount at first to see if we can get some good circulation going, whatever. So I'm going to pour it from the gallon tank into like a 9-ounce water bottle, and John's holding the water bottle. We go to pour it, and out comes like alien blood.
We just start bursting laughing. It's like freaked us out. Ooh, what is it?
It's alien blood. But we spilled a little on our hands, but we didn't drink it, right?
Didn't drink it.
Fatal. Okay, so we start pouring this into the engine. Together, John and I, and I'm on the phone with Uncle Ted.
We're in the middle of this process. Max is on the phone talking to Uncle Ted. He's speaking. Max is uttering things, and this guy walks up. He's scruffy. He's short.
About 5'5".
Little portly. He has an extra large purple flannel shirt.
Some Walmart sneakers.
He's got a cigarette in one hand, a large Pepsi cup in the other. And he's taking a gander at the engine and looking around.
Yeah.
And then
so I'm on the phone with Uncle Ted, looking at John, looking at this dude, looking at the engine, looking at John, looking at the dude, looking at the engine, talking to Uncle Ted, talking about possible ways of diagnosing the radiator.
And in the middle of Max's talking, this man starts muttering his diagnosis of what's going on in the car. And it wasn't clear if he's talking to me or to Max or to himself. But I think without permission at this point, he starts leaning over the car.
He leans over a little bit.
Leans over the engine. He's got a cigarette dangling.
What my uncle was saying on the phone, starting to talk about the thermostat and these sorts of things, starts to converge with what this dude's muttering. And so I start talking to my uncle. I'm like, Uncle Ted, there's a man here, and he says what you're saying is right.
And he's leaning over the engine, and he found like a little nook in the engine, which was like a cup holder. He just sits his large Pepsi cup in the engine in this little niche.
Yeah.
And
so,
that's what I really noticed. It's like that, right? Help yourself.
I give the phone. I start talking to Ted and the man at the same time. Then I end up handing the phone to the man.
Uncle Ted's,
Uncle Ted
we
is
trust
from
him
Nashville.
as an automotive
He's my uncle.
figure.
He has my best interest.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So they're talking on the phone.
So they talk on the phone, and they're good old boys. They're both from Tennessee.
Oh, wait. Before he talked to Uncle Ted on the phone, he looks at me, and he tells me, I can make a gasket out of a cereal box. He says, I can make a gasket out of a cereal box. And, like, I was skeptical at first, but I was like, nope, I do not want you touching this out of it.
When I heard cereal box, I was like, there must be a car item tool fixture
I knew what
called
he
a
meant.
cereal box.
I knew what
Because
he
it
meant.
couldn't be
He says, I can make a gasket out of a cereal box.
the breakfast delight of cereal.
Anyway, they're on the phone.
Well, Uncle Ted, and we find out this man's name is Joe.
His name is Joe.
Joe. They become buddies, and they start talking car, and I get the phone back. My uncle who is long-winded. Yeah,
He's chatty.
he's chatty. He tells me, "All right, Max, pay this man $100. Get him that socket set in the cereal box, and let the man work."
I was so incredulous the whole time.
I said, "Okay."
Anyway, so we
Drive down the road to Walmart, get a socket set, get a cereal box.
we
We debate over what cereal to get.
No, you left it up to me because I was down in the dumps at this point. And
John is like, have you seen Darjeeling Unlimited? Rubby. John was rubby, but not for his nose. His
anyway,
eyes.
so Max,
You
out
had
of,
this
out of
context
charity,
info, huh?
says, "Get whatever cereal box you want."
I'm a big heart in Montana. We leave
And
Walmart,
it's
and it's pouring
down,
rain.
and our car is parked not in this parking lot, but the next parking lot. So we had to run through mud.
Because we missed Walmart, we drove past
We had to
it.
run through mud in this pouring
Yeah,
down rain.
running through mud, terrible. In Montana, the mud is so terrible.
Montana is the worst mud you've ever seen.
Legit.
God, I've never seen.
We get
such
back in the
mud.
car. We get back to the gas station.
The mud.
Joe gets to work. He's talking to me about
His car leaks in the rain.
My car, yep. There's leaks. It's dripping on us.
He tells me as it's like leaking. Oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way, it leaks. Joe's working on the car. He's popping things off. He's teaching me things I
And
never
pretty
knew before.
soon, he said the thermostat's going to be right under this thing. And he pulls off this thing, and he's like, And I'm like, the thermostat's not there.
Right.
And then he starts, I must over here. And so he starts pulling all these other things off.
Starts pulling off other things. It's now around like 7 p.m. This whole